On this album, one thing that we did actually do a lot of is like getting together with other musicians and other writers, and we learned. I feel like I learned a lot of different ways of doing things. And another thing was that like I kind of learned that not in a way like not that much has changed, which is a weird thing if you think about like technology and music technology in particular. Like things advance and whatever, but it's not dramatically different from like a few years ago, a couple years ago or whatever. It's like it's all it's kind of like a lot of the same stuff. It's just about writing a good song. Um, let's see. Tom Kramer asked what comes first, the lyrics or the riff. On this album, sometimes it's the music, sometimes it's a beat, sometimes it's a riff, sometimes it's something else. And on this album, it's mostly the lyrics, like a concept. Looking through some of this. Oh, interesting question. Jack asked, what's your favorite film? Favorite films, I like The Shining. I like Seven. On a lighter side, what do I like? I like wow. Well, not on the lighter side, but some of my favorite movies: Godfather 2, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. As far as what I'm looking forward to seeing soon, you guys excited to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy? That movie looks awesome. I just saw that new movie too. I didn't know about that graphic novel they turned into a movie. I forget the name of it right now. The one with Cara Delevingne in it. She's not the main actor. There's a guy, I forget. But I just saw the trailer today, and I don't know who he is. I don't know the name of the movie, and I just recognized her. What was that movie called, you guys? A couple people have asked about making remixes or listening to remixes. We're down with remixes. If you guys make remixes, do it. Do it. Daniel asks if I ever just rap over beats for fun. I kind of do, but I don't freestyle a lot, so I don't do a ton of freestyling. Yeah, so it's usually stuff for recordings. And some of the stuff never makes it out on a Linkin Park record, so I'm trying to find ways to get more of those things out to you guys. They don't have to be. I mean, it's not the stuff's. Some of the stuff's bad. Honestly, some of it's really stupid. But some of it's all right, and some of it's actually kind of cool. So the cool stuff, at some point, we'll do something about it. A couple of you guys asked about the old LP sound. That's a question that we often get. If you're a new fan or an old fan, if you're a new fan, then welcome. And that's a question that we always get. And by the way, old sound, like people mean different things when they say the old sound. Let's do a fun exercise. When somebody says the old Linkin Park sound, what do you think they mean? Type in your answer right now. What do you think they mean? We're waiting, you guys. You're not typing. Valerian is the name of the movie. Nice one. Thank you. Thank you. Who is it? Marissa? Was it Marissa? Who is this person? I can't scroll back. All right, well, nobody's typing. All right, so anyway, the bottom line is, in terms of the old sound, you guys know we're always trying to experiment, and we're artists. We're not like McDonald's. Like, we don't just make the same McDonald's Big Mac every time. We're always trying to stretch and grow and make cool stuff. So, Hybrid Theory and Meteora days. Guys, I hate to tell you this, but those albums had a few different sounds on them. hate to tell you that, but in the end, it doesn't sound the same as Points of Authority, which doesn't sound the same as Breaking the Habit or Nobody's Listening, so, or Somewhere I Belong even. So Jesse says Numb, Shadow of the Day, Wretches and Kings are 3 top favorites. When they say old stuff, we've got 6 albums. The Real Heavy Sound of Meteor and Hybrid Theory. Those were called nu metal, you guys. I'm sorry. And by the way, if you like those songs, we don't hate those albums. We played them live. And I'm glad that you guys, some of you guys here like them, and I'm glad that you will come to the show and we will play those songs for you. The funny thing is that like when we put out 1,000 Suns, people like were really polarized about that album. They were like, "Oh, I hate this album," and other people were like, "I love this album." And it's just the way it is, you guys. It's part of being an artist. If you don't grow and stretch and try and do different things, then you're just stagnant as an artist. Let's see. Does it bother? Blair says, does it bother you if your old song, if someone says your older song has more depth? That would be weird because we were like 19 and 20 when we were making it. So I listen to that stuff and I know that there's some really inexperienced writing going on. But it's still cool. It was very, like, in the moment, it was so, it was exactly what we needed to make it. Jade May says, if we don't try new things, we will end up making Big Macs. And she is right. But that doesn't mean we won't touch on, different things that we've done before. In fact, on the last record on Hunting Party, we did that. I love that people were like, you need to make more heavy stuff. You need to make more heavy stuff. And then a lot of those same people like didn't even know that we put out the Hunting Party. So by the way, if you're complaining about make more heavy stuff and you didn't go and hear the Hunting Party, maybe you should go back and listen to our 6th album because it was heavy. So let's talk to people who like the new music because I know you guys are in there too. Tell me about that. Who's a fan of the new stuff? And what do you like about it? And what questions do you have about the new stuff? What are you looking forward to? Tell me more. Tell me más. Leave out all the rest. Oh, a fan of Leave Out All the Rest. Maybe we'll play that song in the new set. We'll see. Each song is different. Correct. Great. Thanks, guys. You appreciate us changing. Thanks. Performing with an orchestra would be super fun, Daniel. That's a great idea. Camille, thank you for saying that you like the different sounds. Angus, thank you. Uzma, thank you. What's funny is as I'm reading this, like 1,000 people saying, I love a Hybrid Theory, I love Meteora, I love Minutes to Midnight, I love 1,000 Suns, I love Living Things. You guys all like different stuff, and you all came in. Maybe you came in at different times. Maybe you just happen to have a different favorite. That is cool. That is great. And that's one thing about the band that I hope I know it's not lost on you guys because you're here, you're engaged, like you're tuning in when I'm doing a live stream. So like obviously you're not just like, a super casual listener who doesn't like listen deeply. You guys are, more connected to the band, and we totally appreciate that, and for real. And it's something that like when we're making a new album, a lot of times we're trying to do the thing that's the most exciting to us and make something that's really interesting and different for you guys. I feel like if we made the same thing, obviously, it'd be super boring to us, and that you'd be able to tell if it was boring for us. And by the way, oh yeah, somebody said, Brian said something about that he's hearing us on his local pop station. Like, I feel like that's a good thing. Like, if you he was saying it in a way like he was sick of hearing the same other songs over and over. That's, I think we make stuff like when it comes to a pop song or a more melodic song that doesn't have screaming and doesn't have heavy guitars. Like we obviously do that different from other people. Oh, Justin says that he's never not liked something we put out. Thank you, Justin. That's nice. Thank you. I'm really excited. We're working on another video for another new song right now, and it's actually gonna be not super serious. So prepare yourselves for that. It's not gonna be super jokey, but it's not super serious, and that's different for us. So again, just flipping things up. It's gonna be a little bit of a change of pace. Which I'm very excited about. Rebecca says that we helped when her parents were going through a divorce, and she listened to our music. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm glad we could be there for you. Reese says that loves that at our concerts every other word isn't swearing. You must have just caught Chester on a good day. Chester was at the airport today after being on the flight with a guy who was stinking up the whole airplane, and he was cursing like every other word, and I think other passengers in the line to get through customs were offended. It was pretty funny, actually. But usually that's not the norm. That's just when he's really upset about something. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Is there anything else before I go? Anything else? Lots of really cool comments about all the different records, and that's really, really nice of you. Thank you for saying that. And obviously, the album's not out. You guys have heard one, maybe two songs. We've heard 2 songs are out right now. And it's, there's 8 more songs to come. Hope you like them. If you do, fantastic. If you don't, when you come to the show, we'll be playing the other stuff too. So you're fine with me if you pass on this one and go to the next one. But I know that a lot of you guys are going to like the new stuff. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear it. And stay tuned, okay? I'm going to go, and we're going to be doing, because I got to go to sleep. We got a big day of press in Hamburg tomorrow, here in Hamburg tomorrow. And then we're going to be playing the German Echo Awards shortly in a couple, I think it's 2 days later. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks very much.